A hate-fueled illegal immigrant from Egypt is in custody this morning, booked on multiple charges, including crimes against the elderly for carrying out a targeted terror attack in Boulder, Colorado, injuring 8 people with Molotov cocktails and a makeshift flamethrower. The victims were rallying to call for the release of hostages, and the suspect allegedly shouted "Free Palestine" during this horrific attack.
Former Mumford Sons member Winston Marshall joins us now. And Winston, as someone who has famously taken a stand against left-wing violence used for political ends, what's your reaction to what you just saw?
Well, it's obviously very horrific and unsurprising. I mean, I'm a little bit emotional about it. Of course, 2 weeks ago, we had the 2 people killed who worked at the Israel embassy. And not only are we seeing far left violence, but there was, of course, a terrorist attack on January 1st in New Orleans that we remember, where 15 people were killed. And my frustration isn't just at the horrific things that we see, but the failure by certain parts of the country to acknowledge it's even happening. In Europe, things are much worse. In London, we're seeing this sort of attitude, this sort of philosophy, and regularly, what do you think they mean when they say globalize the Intifada? What do you think they mean when they say from the river to the sea? And so, of course, if you have these big groups chanting this, then there will be individuals like this case in Boulder who will actually act on it. And I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed by also the reaction in the music industry, where I have spent my career so regularly. I should also note there are 58 hostages still in Gaza, 23 of whom are still presumed alive. And why is it that these protesters aren't protesting against Hamas? It is in the interests. If you are pro-Palestine, you should be anti-Hamas. If you are pro-Israel, you should be anti-Hamas. Hamas are literally killing Palestinians themselves. It seems like a complete moral inversion, and it's almost, I don't quite know how to get into their frame of mind, because it's so twisted to me. Yeah, it's very dark to see this happening in America.
Yeah, and Winston, apologies to you that we're short on time. We do have to leave it there. But you're right about the music community as well. The Imagine Dragons frontman, he just draped himself in a Palestinian flag and kissed it. And the most horrific thing to me is that anti-Semitic incidents have increased as a result of October 7th, which means that horrific violence wasn't denounced. It inspired more violence. So thanks to you for speaking out against it. I know you will continue to do just that, because there needs to be a course correction, which is the understatement of the moment right now. Winston Marshall, thank you so much for joining us. We'll get you back on to talk about this very soon once again.